Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I'm a little green around the gills still, but okay.
So um, last week, one of my um, developers. So the
Mhm.
first developer that I made a relationship, got a relationship with, he was in a, I don't know, he was in his feelings for some reason. Um, and I called him just to catch up, and he took the conversation left. So I ended up cussing him out, and after I, cussed him out, um, he came back down to earth and he apologized and was like, I didn't mean to come off like that. I was like, well, you really did, and I have no idea why. You must be emotional this morning or something, but I
Mhm.
just called to check in with you or whatever. Long story short, um he's been calling me ever since, texting me and everything. I won't even return his text messages or his calls, but I got off the phone with him because I was making calls to my GCs and everybody. So got off the phone with him, called the other um,
Developer.
developer that I know, and talked to him. So he's got a home that he's building. It's his personal home, and he's gonna use. It's gonna be a hybrid. So he's gonna use metal and wood,
Okay.
and he should start framing in about another week.
Mhm.
So he wants me to come out. He told me I can come out, take pictures, follow the process, advertise the home and everything, and we'll see what we can do to get some business together.
I love that. I love
Yeah.
it. Love it. Um, with your pictures, also, it was actually, I think before I went under, whatever. Anyway, Russell Brunson, click,
hmm
click, click.
ClickFunnels.
ClickFunnels, thank you, clickbait, not clickbait, Gene. No, no, no. ClickFunnels said that currently slides are getting more traffic than video. And I found that
Ah,
really interesting. And they were shocked too, because they were just like, that's counter to everything, But and that was as of, I guess, 8-10 days ago, which I found super interesting. So some of the stuff that we're going to do for the website, which frankly, I didn't do anything last week at all business-wise, which by the way was lovely, is go kind of look and see what we can do over there. And I know Ava has been, doing some stuff over there. But just know that if you're doing some stuff, if there's a way to do kind of what was kind of slide showing some stuff, that might be a good avenue to see if you can get. And I would just A/B test to see what you're doing as you're going through this
yeah.
process.
I'll take a lot of pictures and do videos while I'm there, and just kind of um, do a little of both.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
You know, it's interesting because if you've ever gotten on the internet and watched, video about these things, and these people go on and on and on and on, and I don't have the patience.
yeah,
And what I like, there's a guy that I follow, and what I like is that he has a transcript of what he's saying, and I can flick through that in 5 minutes, get to the bottom line, and I'm off.
Okay.
hmm
So I
Interesting.
think there's some merit to that.
This is interesting. Slides on a video or a screen share of slides. I'm not really sure. I don't know, Anna, if they were talking about maybe a website of just slides going by instead of video. Back to your thing. That was the only quote that I got out of it. Back to your thing, Kay. You and I, we're boomers. So we like to read. And so that transcript, I will not watch the video. I will go straight to the transcript because I can skim through a transcript really, really, really quickly. And I can get what I need to get versus a video. If it's too long, I will double speed it, or like Gary's hard to no, Gary, I can double speed, but somebody else, I can only 1.5 or vice versa. I can't remember, but there's two people that I will watch stuff in reverse, and I've got it. One I can double speed and one I can only 1.5. But the video should be really short. Even like, I always liken it to the whole recipe crap. I don't care about your grandma picking blue bonnets and garbage. You know what I mean? Like, just take me to the recipe and, and if it's got some tricky thing in it, like, I don't know how to, maybe I don't know how to fold something. Maybe you do a short little tiny, 5-second video that this is how you fold things or something, whatever. I don't know. That's a bad example. But yeah, so if I was massive marketing, I would short video, probably slide in there someplace, and I would transcript everything. I'd flat
Yeah.
out. Too.
Well, I've done, it's interesting you said that, because I've done a video, which was a slide, right? And with that, I could narrate behind it.
Mhm.
And it was short. It was like 30 or 45 seconds, something
Yep.
like, it was less than a minute.
Yep.
It was new construction, and I just did slides of rooms, different rooms of the home, and it got really good views
Mhm.
from it. But I don't know how to put I don't know how to put the words, have the words come on the screen to narrate. I have no idea how to do that.
Right. I know okay, so I cheat on everything to transcribe. I know TikTok will transcribe, but it's messy. And I know for transcribing, I will play the video and hold up my notes with my phone, and it will do it that way. Again, not perfect, messy. So I can get stuff that way. I'm sure there's massive better ways to do it than the cobble crap that I figured out. And then the only other thing that I've been thinking about lately also is boomers on Facebook. Our cameras are up here. Instagrammers, Xers, cameras are in front. TikTokers, cameras are down. The kids, cameras are down here, which I find a very interesting thing. And of course, their cameras are down here. They're 25 years old and they look fabulous down here. Like, like I want my camera at least here. I don't need this, but I would like, eye level or slightly above. But they don't care. They're just like, this feels very real. And it was an interesting thing to watch that. And then the other thing on the younger generation, they do this like slide into the frame kind of a thing, which is an interesting thing you'll see with the 20s, and the teens. Yeah. Where they slide into the frame and kind of grab the camera as if it was just like, oh, look, I just happened to fumble and grab my phone accidentally and do something cool with it. Like you did for a month. Yes.
And something else interesting, like last week, I can't remember who I was talking to, and because they're a realtor as well, I can't remember who it was. But anyway, they're saying that they're getting much more traffic from Instagram than they are from Facebook.
Yeah, because, well, think about it. If you look at the NAR stats of what age home buyers are, and then where are they? So
Instagram and the other social media sites.
Yeah, boomers are selling. And I mean, I'm 60. I'm the youngest age of a boomer, like literally on the very bottom line of boomer. But the real boomers are like 65 to 80, probably that range. The real boomers are. And that range, is selling they're not even selling the big, huge houses. They're looking at what kind of assisted living and, what kind of stuff like that can I go into, or what kind of retirement community can I move into, like the villages and things like that, those kinds of homes. That's where they're looking to go. But the real bulk of people that are moving, those are the ones that are right in that Instagram age. Maybe the top age group and the TikTok banner, maybe. Although TikTok really moves down lower, than a lot of that, and they're not. But yeah, those are the ones they're moving out, they're getting their first homes, they're even Instagrams, they're buying their second homes too. It's that range. What is that? That's Greg. That's 50, well, 59 technically to what's the bottom edge of Gen X? 40. What's the oldest millennial? Is probably 40, isn't it? Ish, somewhere in right there. 45, maybe 45 to 59, maybe that 15 range is the Xers, and their Instagram.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm an Xer. I need to be on Instagram.
Yeah, that's where you go, where your tribe is. And if your tribe is there, then that's where you go. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yep. So build that puppy out that direction then. Yep. And for me, I would like to catch agents coming into the business and then going from there. So for me, I probably should Instagram, but I just have zero. Oh God. Interest on doing that. TikTok does interest me more. Then I'll catch them there, and then I'll catch LinkedIn on the other side for the
Yeah.
other one. All
So
right.
what was the Monday Night Live about? I caught it like an hour and change after it had began. So was it mostly about Zudilio last night?
No, it was Real Flow. And then they were talking about how Tim is building out an interface between Real Flow and List and Zudilio. And there was some conversation about, you can upload lists into KV Core, but KV Core stuff seems to be harder than Zudilio. And the express offers requires you to have like contracts and it's harder to get in and get stuff done than Zudilio. So that was pretty much it. But he went through and did a Real Flow in training.
Okay, I'll catch it again today.
I did not catch it at all. I don't know what I did last night, but I know it wasn't that. But whatever. My only
Well,
focus.
I have one really good thing I have to share,
Oh,
and that is that I got an email last night from the new title company and the new lawyer that knows how to do subject to, and they found an underwriter to do the writing on my subject to deal. So today I'm going to get all that loaded up into what is SkySlope, because I didn't want to load it up until I knew my documents were right, because I figured the broker is going to have questions. But if title's got it, then they should be okay. And he told me how to do an owner financing addendum to keep the broker happy, even though it's going to be a subject to. And I've learned so much with subject to. So this is a good exercise, and hopefully everything will be good. I'm just waiting for the guy to get his final payoff information, and then I'll do all my final paperwork. But I don't want to do it and then redo it again. And so I'm getting lazy or smart. I don't know. Just not redoing stuff so many times. But that was good news. And I'm happy that I found the attorney. That was a good.
Yeah, that's huge. That's such a good point too. 07, 8, 9, as I was 10, 11, actually, too, because real estate got interesting, we had to get really creative. But don't take no's if someone says no. I mean, just keep on digging and poking and find out how you can put it together, because there's always a way to put stuff together. And we did all kinds of crazy stuff. And yeah, there's all kinds of, it's finding the right title company that understands it. It's going into, I've had conversations with the presidents of the banks to get them to let us refi stuff, or not refi, but let us assume stuff that was completely unassumable. And we did it anyway. To claiming that the person was dead on the short sale, to get them to stop the short sale. And we just couldn't get the death certificate yet, but we got to stop long enough to get our deal to go through. I mean, there was just they weren't dead. But there's just all kinds of stuff that we had to figure out, how do we get this thing still going through, and it was, and by the way, stay legal, which that death certificate one, that's really pushing it. So do that, keep on looking, because there's ways to put stuff together. You just got to go way outside the box sometimes. And it's cool because you'll learn things you never, ever, ever even knew were possible, which helps us, on our own level.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, Kay, with your subject to, is the seller, I know they can get paid some type of way. How does that work?
Well, basically, it's a small sale. We're buying the property for 135, which is good because it's on the tax rolls for 140. And he's throwing in a riding lawnmower and everything he leaves on the property. The property needs a lot of work. So we didn't do inspections. I'm representing both sides. So I did an intermediary thing, and we're assuming his loan at Security Service for 2.5% for approximately $42,000. And then we're going to pay him the difference in cash when my buyer sells his house. And I'm going to set up and do a double closing. So I've never done any of that.
Wow. Okay, what a screaming deal. Oh my gosh. Okay, fixed up, how much do you think it's worth?
Well, he's a contractor, fixed up. There's new houses in the area. I would say, between 250, 300, depending on how he fixes it up. It's got a casita in the back, which is large, and it's got a shed, and it's on 3/4 of an acre of land. And, the house is a 3-bedroom, 1-bath.
That's
But I mean,
awesome.
it's a big redo, but that's what he's a contractor and he likes it. And he's the one that told me I want less land, and he ended up going for something with more land. So I don't know, these buyers, they don't know what they want until something happens and they see it. And he actually found it. He liked the area and was walking the area and he found it, but he's scared to death about paperwork. So he brought me in. So
That's totally
and
okay.
he's going to pay my fee. We're not going to ask the little 80-year-old guy that's selling the property to pay any fees or anything. He'll just pay title and his closing cost. And then my seller is going to pay my fee. And I dropped it to 2.5% because I'm getting both sides of it. So
Yeah.
I think that was fair.
I love that. I really do. That is awesome.
But boy, has it been complicated. My little brain has been going and going and going and going.
Yeah, it's cool stuff that you're learning. It really, really is. Congratulations for digging around and poking and putting that together. Good job. Excellent job. All right, you guys, Gary's called me twice in the last 3 minutes, so I'm gonna jump off and figure out what that boy wants, because I know he's driving today through down here.
Tell him you were working with your tribe.
I will. And I swear to God, next year Mother's Day is at your house, because I was like, Mel and Marks, we are going your way, man. And then I really think about it, it would be really fun to do a girls thing. I mean, Bree's more in the center, and maybe Craig will be an honorary girl, not sure. But anyway, you guys have an amazing day. I am grateful to be back, and it's really, really good to be in front of all of you again. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And I'd be
Thanks for
honored to
covering
be
us.
an honorary
We had
girl.
fun.
We'd be honored to have you, Craig. Have a great weekend. Have a great day.
Sure would. All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Congratulations.
Bye.
Bye.
So good to see
Bye.
everybody.